If anybody wants to pick us up, please.
May 28, 2019. Here we are, at the northernmost point of Europe. It's midnight when we write our names in the guest book, while the sun is hovering low above the horizon. East of us, on the opposite side of the water, is North Cape, where we started the day in between groups of tourists with the average age as high as the latitude. We stared blankly at the horizon. Denmark seems like a long way from here. Well, I guess it is, 3,000 kilometers to be exact. After a long silence and a quick picture at the first E1 marker, we head towards an unknown rocky start, figuratively and literally. But what we do know is that this journey isn't a race, and it's not about the destination either, but about the experience. What exact experience that is? I guess we'll find out as we go. First day on the trail. How are you feeling?
Terrible, man. If anybody wants to pick us up, please.
We're walking very slow.
I think we'll be in Denmark
By
2025.
2025. Could be right. Good morning. It's 5:20. We decided to get up now and get all our things dry because everything got wet yesterday. Like really, really wet. Everything, literally everything.
We take a gamble by starting this early in the year. There's still plenty of snow that slowly melts and adds to the water levels, making rivers wider and flowing wilder. We have zero experience with wading rivers, so we had to learn the hard way. And we quickly discovered the risk that we were taking.
Yeah, it's not gonna work here.
See the rocks? I think we have to go that way in.
You just follow the river until
We can cross it. If we can't, I don't know.
this does not seem like a good idea either. So we're gonna try to do it a bit further. We still haven't crossed the river, and we've been following the river now for about an hour, and Jesper is checking out if we can cross at the next.
Parents may find this next part disturbing.
So we figured out that wading rivers with clothes on and not changing into a dry set is not recommendable. I mean, it's plain stupidity. Especially during a storm in a fjord, while the midnight sun is messing with your sense of time and you forget to eat, and on top of that the mist is blocking your visibility and preventing you from reaching a small hut you were aiming for.
She got overexhausted and collapsed on the ground. She was on the verge of hypothermia. I packed out the tent, threw her inside, and covered her in both sleeping bags to get her warm again. The next morning we found the hut, 100 meters away from where we pitched our tent. We took a rest day and met John, a young Sami man who was herding his reindeer.
We've got some dried reindeer meat that we got from John, the Sami guy we met in the hut where we slept last night. He's our first trail angel. Thank you, John. He also warned us about the snow conditions in Stabbursdalen National Park. And after struggling through deep snow for 10 kilometers, we definitely did not want to go through that again.
After finally arriving in Ollefjord and taking a needful rest, we followed John's advice and redirected towards Alta, abandoning the E1.
We've been road walking for a couple of days now, and our feet are really beaten up. Jesper's feet is full of blisters, and that is mainly because his shoes are a little bit too big. So in about 25 kilometers we'll be in Alta, and hopefully we can find him some shoes to replace these.
We rang this bell, hoping to find some beers.
The beer we had been longing for was found, alongside some amazing Norwegian hospitality.
Downward dog for the mornings. Time to hit Gargjeveien, the old mail route between Alta and Copenhagen, and the path the native Sami used to take towards the market in Alta.
Finally good weather! Woo!
I've sifted through a desert in my heart to find all the oases where they are.
We are in Gargia now, and we left our packs at the Gargia Lodge so we can have a little day hike through the waterfall. And it's so nice to walk without our packs. Feel as light as a feather.
Frozen in the snow, like a torch near me, thaw me in the cold. I'll follow you by moonlight when I go.
This spot seemed like a scene out of our daydreams. So long story short, we quickly ran back down, got our packs, and hiked back up to spend the night at the foot of the waterfall.
This is the stam going in the pot.
The what?
The stam.
The stump?
Yeah, stam pot.
And normally we have something that is called shu.
You use that?
Shu.
Is it the gravy?
Yeah. Stamppot boerenkool met chorizo.
Boom. Easy.
Welkom.
Tak.
Eet smakelijk.
Tak. Dankjewel.
You've eclipsed my seeing for years on end. Though I've struggled long, it's a thing I can't contend.
As the days went by, we got into a well-oiled routine. Finding a camp spot, pitching up, breaking down, and hiking 20 plus kilometers a day became our second nature. Often interrupted by the beauties of Mother Nature. Not much later we got distracted again and took a 12-kilometer detour towards Alta Canyon.
sets me free. Oh darling, you are so good to me. You are so good to me. You are so good to me. You are so good to me.
We arrived at the Kautokeino and I started to prepare a meal, and in the middle of it we ran out of gas. So now we have to try and make a fire to finish our dinner. It's quite windy here and pretty wet as well, but there is a lot of birch around here and some old dry wood, so we should manage. So I got some birch bark here. It should work. And Jesper found some dry grass and he's looking for some more dry stuff. I think it will work out. It will just take a little bit longer.
To see things through your eyes. Oh, you're the prettiest
Quite a good spot, huh?
It's all of you I wanna know. Your helping hand, it sets me free. Oh darling, you are so good to me.
Thank you to
Suomoluovu, I think. Fjellstue.
for rundstykker. Are you loving it?
June 21st, 2019. The rise of the mosquitoes. Mosquitoes. This relentless, blood-sucking army will keep on hunting us for the next 2 months. They also mark the start of our next section. The first time that we will spend 9 days in complete wilderness.
Yeah, maybe. Gotta put it on YouTube, get some hits.